then his break threshold is way lower. It's also tougher to keep him happy because you can't just drug him up by making him psychite tea and smokes and all that. Good. Well, you said you did in Bunny harder, but Bunny healed up faster than you. Dark. I'm looking forward to being able to grow things again. So I can get that cotton that Randy stole from me. Dark Young defending himself, saying because she didn't leave the bed to continue her work, the lazy sod. I'm not denying that she was lazy. I should probably make more of an effort to have a good hospital here to treat multiple people. Oh, that hay grass is long dead. I've given up on it. I forget how much it costs to build a geothermal thingamajigger. Probably quite a bit. Also, this isn't doing what I want it to do, and by this I mean this. What do we have here? Slate and sandstone. Make slate blocks, make sandstone blocks. Just do it forever. However, you can only do it from a certain range. And that is the range. I don't know who does all that. Oh, well, it's Bunny. And wouldn't you know it, Bunny's pretty good at it. Why? It's a crafting thing, right? 1279, 1311, good. They got a really good thing with skills in this game that you can learn up to 10, and then beyond 10 it will degrade back down to 10, which is why you're now only 15 with animals when you were once 16. Jake, there was an option for any stone chunk. Really? Make any stone blocks forever within that distance, please. Now we can kill off these other ones. Oh, and there's our normal sculpture. Who's short of one? Aristocrat is. I'd like him to have a nicer bedroom. Hell, everyone else is. Well, he's got the nice walls, but we'll give it to him anyway. All nearby beds, so this should affect all three of these. Good. Some things have a limit on how many beds they make better. Jake actually likes the degrading skill, says Bros. Yeah, it stops you from making a permanent superhuman, which I wouldn't find very compelling. It's getting really cold in the laboratory. Trapped indoors. It's been too long since I've seen the sky, says Helden. What do you want me to do about it? Oh god, Dark Young and Brute Queen both lacking things to do. I could have you mining if you really want. Wait, what do you mean there's no... Oh, right, there's no blocks for you to make art with. That'll be changed quickly enough. But Brute Queen's not even researching, because both Helden and Arista were doing it. Cleaning, hauling... Don't know what to tell you, unless you want to haul all these limestone chunks over. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Get them out of the way here so others can't use them as cover. Dark Young is capable of everything other than plant works, that's okay. Why not make wooden statues? Don't like them. I think at the time wood was pretty precious to me. Now I've got 1444 of it. A good number. This little critter needs to die. Ooh. Also, ooh. If they come close here, I want them to die. And I have hunters. We're still a hunter-gatherer. Oh. Come on, Helden, you're better than that. There's no... I don't know how a hare survives a bullet wound. I'm about to wonder how an ibex survives multiple bullet wounds. Never change, bunny. I hope that mod that adds ammo makes the minigun a whole lot better. You don't need to keep shooting it, bunny. Harsh. There's some steel at the top of the mountain that we built into. Maybe you should mine for that. You mean the plastisteel? Or you mean this steel? I don't have any real need for it. Yet, at least. Maybe I will. I'll mine a little bit of it. But I don't want to go overboard on the wealth that we have, because for one, people will have bigger expectations, and two, the raids are going to be more savage. Normal, good, normal. Good, poor. Wouldn't you rather have a good bed than a poor one there, Dark Young? Let's steal that. And carve up the animals here. Bird skin. Is that enough to make a torque out of? No, can't make it out of bird skin. Just wool and good threads. What's the mod to show equipped weapons in the status bar? What is it called? Show draftee's weapon. And it's an example of how I like to use quality of life mods, but not gameplay changing ones. Hope this lack of a roof isn't going to hurt too much soon. Okay, groovy. We can keep on going with the sculptures, right? We should be using sandstone. I'm not sure if slate is so good. Dull looking rock that chips easily. I played around with slate a lot as a kid, so I don't find it a particularly interesting thing, and certainly not a nice thing to make statues out of. I'm glad we turned you into a pretty good artist. If only we could make you into pretty good anything else. You'd actually be alright intellectually. If you have nothing else to do, it's a good one for you to do. Same with Bunny. As long as it's all on low priority stuff. Aristo's the main one that I want doing it though. Certainly more than your mining. One of the very few things that change gameplay is that I have skilled stonecutter mod, which means when you cut stones you actually increase your crafting, and the more you have crafting skill, the better you are at it. It'll go faster. I don't think you get more out of it though. You haven't been trained to haul. Oh right, no of course, why would I train you? I'm getting rid of you soon. Come to think of it though, it's an active quest. 14 days ago, so we're actually going to lose Fuzzy soon. That's going to be a shame. Oh, but a 17-year-old sole survivor named Jambo will join us, so we're actually going to up ourselves to 6 people. I hope Jambo's not a waste of space. Brute Queen's wondering why. Why are they doing this? Wow, Aristo has gotten even more intellectual. Or maybe it went down to 16 and goes back up. That's the downside of the degrading skills. It degrades fast when it's very high. Yeah, incapable of dumb labor. I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. Shame we lost the Psychic Soothe, but impressive bedroom, impressive dining room, impressive rec room. It's all starting to add up. Spacious, comfortable. Even Bunny's not feeling too bad these days. Although we're not even a third of the way through mourning for Paula. Kill that squirrel. Kill anything that comes close by. Ooh, it's frozen and won't spoil. Well then, that's our new squirrel. Looks like rough is way too low in difficulty for you, says Zwerg. I think Randy's just been taking some time off. We've barely had anything happen to us. But I'm not going to make the mistake I made before. I jumped it up, and then I immediately got mobbed with a massive raid. Far more people than we had. And that left us in a very bad spot. And I'm fine just having things relaxing, right? This is not some high-level run-through. Not in the slightest. I'm playing this because I really enjoy the game, not because I'm looking forward to having our colony constantly crushed with endless challenge. You want something like that, go see Into the Airlock. That's a lot of getting crushed. There we go, that's damn good. And thanks to you being a hard worker, we're getting a whole lot more out of the research. Can we get some numbers on you, actually? For example, skills, research. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for research rate. Work at research. No, that's not it either. Stats. Research speed. Okay, I see that, but what does that mean? I don't understand, game. How much research does he generate per second? I just don't know. Impressive tame animal chance on Bunny. Actually, Bunny's sheer presence makes it very tempting to spec our place for raising animals, but animals get through so much kibble and hay. You need a lot of dedicated growing of it, and very few animals actually give you more food than they consume themselves. I think cows do. And then you need barns, take care of them when things go rough. There's more micro on it than you'd like. Don't the research benches have seats? Well, this isn't a seat, it's a stool. Didn't have the wood to make nice seats earlier. Excellent. That is done and dusted. With geothermal power on our side, we can look to pretty much anything else. I do like drugs, but then I have to grow the drugs. Wait. What does the harp do? Also, we have gun turret there, which is a pretty good way to weaponize your money. Weaponize your everything, really. Get some basic smithing going, perhaps? Unless there's something more appealing. And there is not. Oh, chem fuel from biological matter like wood. Nah, let's get the smithing going. You usually don't do animal husbandry because it's efficient, but because you A, want the side products, and B, the specific food / meat. If you say so. You're going to be hauling that stuff for a while, but maybe that's not such a bad thing. Sandstone sculpture, all normal, and going in the center of the room. Eventually. Okay, now here's the question. How do I get fuzzy on that thing? Is Fuzzy just gonna go there on their own? No. Bunny, are you gonna take Fuzzy? Yes, yes you will. When you wanted to put people in the spaceship, you had to... Well, I got soaking wet just going through that. You had to, not euthanize, but the other thing. I think it puts them to sleep, but not permanently. Whatever it is, you have to do that for them. Also, now that we have the geothermal thing, we should actually do that so we don't burn through our fuel constantly. Tons of steel, 8 components. Sure. I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to order the erection of a big wall. What kind of wall, though? Not wooden, that's too flammable. Sandstone. Fastest to work with, is it not? I know you don't need the ones on the side, but I think it looks a bit lame if you don't put the corner ones on. Sandstone door as well, however that works. And then we're going to need a power conduit going from there to the base. Is it okay if it goes through the plants? Probably. But that needs a lot more steel. Fortunately, I have just that. Limestone is a more durable option. Well, whatever, none of them burn, which is what I'd be concerned of, somebody coming along and trying to set fire to this. Yeah, rock doors take a long time to open and close, but it's not like I'm expecting to go in here often, it's just if it breaks down. Also, it's using all 8 of our components. I will want more components. I will also want more steel. Yeah, they very seldom break down at that, so... Good job, Heldon, just botch everything you touch. I wonder if it's enjoyable to play this game as efficiently as possible. I can't help it. God, Heldon. Construction 7 and you're still... Okay, weak professional. Emphasis on weak. Yeah, I wonder what it's like trying to play this game very efficiently. It probably is fun when you get into it. It's like how I look at Caesar 3, perhaps. Heldon's right there. Overpromise, underdeliver. The Heldon way. Inspirational. Sure. Well, Rat, I think you're going into pets for slaughter land. Oh, not you though. You should be unrestricted. You go pets for slaughter. Can we launch this thing? Acquires Fuzzy. It's got Fuzzy. Off you go. You successfully completed the quest for keeping Fuzzy. Good. The deserter's just going away and having none of that. Jambo, you better be amazing. It's another dame. Wearing plain leather pants that are good quality. And they got a parka on, so they'll survive the temperature just fine. I'm almost worried to see what their bio is like. Let's see how they feel first. Okay, their stuff is ratty. And a bit more, I'm very unimpressed. They're a wimp. They can't do violence. They're a slow learner. I think you're about to be sold into slavery. Well, even then, you're probably not worth a lot of money. A new quest, the hospitality for aristocrats. You need a free bedroom that satisfies the title requirement of Praetor Tokyo. Wants to stay for 13 days with 3 court allies. Keep the guests' moods above 25%. Okay, that's not happening. I'm not a hotel. Jambo is probably going to be told to strip and GTFO. They've even got riveting conversation topics like rocks. Right, get in there, drop your everything. You're even trying to put on our good clothes. Okay, this will not stand. Get naked and get out of here. Jambo. Also, how do I get rid of you? Well, I could harvest you or amputate your pieces. But everybody gets disgusted by organ harvesting for some strange reason. Maybe we should. People don't seem that disgusted right now. I could harvest a kidney, a lung. Is the liver still a vital organ? Alright, well, you're getting anesthetized first. Define vital. I want to leave her alive and just generally tell her to get out of here. It's vital, but you can take part of it. Alright, operate on them. Using not Glitter World medicine. I don't care if they die on the operating table that much. Come on, Aristo. Don't guff this up for the rest of us. They're not even in the good bed. Oh right, they're under, but now I need to do other things to them. What's worth the most dosh here? Give them a couple of peg legs as well. Yeah, rip out their jaw while they're at it. Aristocrat needs to work on his medical. It's been burning down too much lately. Have a nice meal before you get going, and then give them their last. Techno says, I like how we can still see the original building framework from the patchwork stone and wood walls. Yeah, and I want to keep that. It's a really nice sign of how we started out. It's a clean room, so the odds of this botching are as low as we can make it. There we go, and Aristo has learned something valuable today. How do we all feel about that? Colonists harvested. Breaking someone down for parts when they have no choice. I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. But this was a vital operation. Vital for our bank account. Okay, people don't seem to mind the cold if it's in the communal room like this. That's rather nice. Jake, you can still sell her afterwards. Yeah, but it's pretty bad for mood if you imprison one of your own colonists. Okay, this is taking a long time, so let's not do the peg legs and stuff. Let's just take what we can and then tell them to leave. There we go. How do we feel about breaking them down even more? Well, of course you don't feel anything, you're a monster. Okay, so organ harvesting does pile up like that. In which case, time to tell you to go. How? Gear, social, bio. There you are. Banished, they'll most likely die. Cannot walk. Okay, well that's fine, we've got your lung and kidney. My organs were harvested. Yes, they were. Held in chief, come now. Don't be like that. It had to be done. Is it worth chancing a liver harvest as well? If you kill somebody through harvesting their organs, it's a massive penalty to everybody's happiness. I think we're going to leave it at 2. We'll leave it within Jambo's vision so that they know what happened. They don't need to be frozen now, they're probably just preserved in salt or something. Organ harvesting is probably one of my favorite things about this game. And I do think it's a good way to actually terrorize somebody. I mean, forget the whips and the branding irons and that. Have them wake up and realize that they're missing a hand. Then the next time they wake up, they're missing 2 of their toes. Oh, that's how horror should be. It's not about the pain, but about the suffering. Okay, well, I think I've just demonetized the channel now. Oh, right, we have that rat there that needs to be slaughtered. Bunny, if you need to cheer up a bit. Shoving pemmican down Jambo's throat. I mean, why waste pemmican on it? Well, here's the problem. I forgot to set them. Jambo is nude. Jambo eats paste. And that's it. Once they're up and on the go, Jambo is out of here. It's alright, the rat has a small appetite. We'll get much of that meat back, I'm sure. Good old rat meat. So we ever going to work on this wall here? Heavens knows we have the sandstone. Ah, Jambo. Thanks for joining us. You're out of here. Why are they being banished to death? Is it because they're naked? I suppose they could wear their ratty ass clothes. And then I'll try them with a parka if that helps. Okay, try wearing that, see if it helps. Don't want to give up the parka, but... Okay, now it's not to death because they won't go and freeze. Swell. That being the case then, take off your pants. Temperature range is still survivable. That gives you 6 degrees. It's -3 out there. There we go, off you trot. Oh god, she was a teenager as well. Which means the organs are young, supple, and notably worth more on the market. It's going to take a while for the bad mood to set in for poor Jambo, but off they go. How do we feel about that? 6 days. Biologically she was 30 though. No. I need someone whose age is different. There we go. So biologically you are 24, but chronologically you're 56. They were biologically 17 and chronologically 30, was it? It matters not. Let us not spare a thought for the dead. Alright, we almost have the steel to take care of this. Get back to work. And also, this room's looking a bit shabby. People need to remember that cleaning is a high priority task. Maybe it's not high priority enough. Wonder if it's worth just having on Prio 1 all the time, or if it'll snap people away from what they do all the time. The cleaning area is as it should be. The monster muggers are back. Ooh, pepper! Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. Especially not when they're a gourmand as well. Some good stats, but incapable of tons of stuff. And then there's Snake. Careful shooting, hard worker, pretty. Wouldn't mind grabbing you. Got a lot of flames on you. Well, it's going to take an age and a half for them to get over here, so I'm not too worried. When they do, they're likely to take the high road, which makes it easier for us to shoot them dead, because they have to go through the marsh. And if they come the low road, well, then what a shame for us. What's the map size? I don't know. Is this, I didn't change any settings. Are you eating things? You ate a warg and you ate something else. Dissected. Mega spiders are pretty tricky to deal with. I wonder if you're going to go and meet with those instead. Yeah, it sure would be nice to get Snake on our side. No incapabilities. Careful shooter's rather nice. I imagine it's really good if you give them a fast-firing weapon, because then the extra aiming time doesn't matter too much, and that accuracy is going to be worth a whole lot. But it's hard to make sure that you get people. It's a shame the way the game keeps turning down your likelihood of grabbing people alive. Oh, they're going awfully close to the spiders. Is this because they want to avoid the marsh? Oh. Oh, they live dangerously. Oh, bang goes our chance of getting Snake, I guess. Oh, the lucky buggers. The very lucky buggers. Unless they wait there for a bit. Nah, it looks like they're continuing on their merry way. Some assault. I'm a little confused, and I think they are too. Okay, now Snake's figured it out. Ratty, soaking wet, probably quite cold. I'm sure my team are doing just fine, right? Heldon's doing his nightlies. Come on, get back in here. In time for them to wake up. Come on. Oh, there we go. I'm not liking this getting in the way all the time, although I do love it. Why are we seeing useless stuff like that? It doesn't show up here. Was it integrated into the base game? Mods. If it is there, I'm not seeing it. Well, there goes the only guy I cared about having. They're fleeing, of course they are. Oh, they brought some beer. Well, I'm not going in there to get it. You'll be dead shortly, though. You'll be dead in 19. Might be worth our time going up and doing what exactly? Destroying the hive, or maybe just getting the jelly? Jelly has a decent market value. Maybe I'll wait for these things to die. Sounds like they're gonna die. That beer will go off, but very slowly. Awful steel axe, poor and poor. Well, there's some insect meat on you. People hate eating insect meat, and for some reason they can tell it even when it's in the paste. You can kill the hive to prevent more spiders from spawning. Well, from what I can tell, the spiders are pretty great, so we're going to leave them on the map. Bunny, what's wrong? What's eating you up? Probably the fact that we ate up that colonist. And yes, we didn't save Paula. I'm uncomfortably cold. I can kind of see that, but should you put on a parka maybe? It's a crappy jacket. Oh no, I gave the parka away, didn't I? And we're a little short on other jackets for you. Well, we could kill the horse, make something out of that. Or make something out of squirrel. Oh, Arctic fox! Tell me there are more of them. Oh, there's just one. It's female. I must have it. Bunny, this is what you live for. Get us that Arctic fox. I want a breeding pair of them. $20 days for Paula's debuff to expire seems quite excessive. It was 30. We've had to worry about Paula for far too long. And it's just because we didn't go and rescue. I hate going off on those caravanning missions. I thought I'd love it, and I took to it when it was available, but ended up being not so good. Elk and deer have decent leather amounts. Yeah. Thing is, we're kind of loaded on food here, and I don't want to get overloaded on food. Get to it, young. I want those machineries. Arctic fox eats meat, of course, so we can tame it with that. Be more efficient to tame it with kibble, but hey ho. I want to see how our wealth has been looking. It's been going up and up. I don't feel very wealthy. Where's it all coming from? Wish it gave more of an indication of what's causing it here. Apparently more creatures. What, that rat gave us wealth? Items. Buildings. Buildings is a steady increase. Items, though. I guess all the wood counts. Failed, but that's a 24% chance, so I'm definitely going to keep trying my luck with that Arctic fox. Hopefully another one will appear and we'll get a pair for breeding. That would be wonderful. Even pawns leveling up their skills increases wealth. Really? I thought wealth was set per pawn. So, you know, if you had this crippled, awful pawn, it was just as expensive as having some superhuman. Hungry, painful, but you'll always have minor pain. The lack of warm clothes is going to be burning us a bit, but... okay. That's just you getting really hungry, I'm sure. I had this horrible idea that that was just Bunny causing someone's death. Don't shoot the fox, by the way. Doesn't give a lot of leather though, but it gives fox fur, which I'm sure is very good. I got no reason to believe so, but I'm sure it does. It's cute, and so I want it. Need to make a special schedule for the night owl, or else he'll go nuts. Yeah, but we have made a special schedule for the night owl. He's meant to be sleeping from 12 to 17. I guess that's the problem, it's not between those times. The thing is, he's also a quick sleeper, so that makes it harder to give him good time for that. I take it back. If I can't have a breeding pair, let's kill it. Jeez, now Bunny's going off the deep end. Stop moaning about Paula. That's right, use that dead body as cover. Which may or may not be a real thing in the game. Alright, we have the steel to build this thing, but nobody seems to be on that. Can we not build it because these things are in the way? Or maybe construction's just fallen behind in terms of priorities. Adorable iguanas. What's all this about? He wants you to take care of 10 iguanas for 3 days. Unfortunately, it's hunting... Oh, okay. If you accept iguanas, tribes people will attack as long as their presence raid will arrive roughly once every 1 day. Raids will be of a similar size to this, 5 and 1 and 3 and 2. That seems like suicide. And all I get for it is 227 silver. That seems incredibly suicidal. I guess the upside is I have a lot of people coming here. But 5 of us? Yeah, that is an awful deal. Away you go. He'll send us 2 guys. Yeah, too bad. I want to feel more like we've raised our people. And there's our fox fur. Alright, smithing done, machining's up next. Although I don't think I'd actually make a machining table, so maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Plate armor. Devil strand for making some actual clothes. Psychiatry. I love drug production though for the big money. There's a lot that we could be doing, but we just plain aren't doing. Not that I'm in a particular hurry for it. Let's just unlock those drugs. Did something happen to the Into the Airlock episode 3 upload? I didn't get to finish it. I don't know. Oh, that Twitch for some reason thought that my broadcast wasn't ending and it went on for 48 hours. I believe there's a highlight for it, so check for highlights. Bunny, you're being very inefficient here. If you're going back there, please haul the wood. None of this iguana nonsense for us. What are you up to? Oh, just going for a walk. But if you're going for a walk, would you mind killing that hare? Almost seems like you did mind. Oh, right. Well, looking at all those corpses really set Brute Queen off. Looking forward to when it's a lot warmer than it is right now, but it's only September. We haven't even hit the deep of winter. Someday I'll have warm clothes for my people. Maybe when I have access to cloth, like I tried to have, but Randy took it all away. Merchant says, if you recruit a cannibal, I'd very much like to be them. Well, I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. It's slow going and slim pickings for people. Okay, fortunately observing corpses doesn't last forever, and neither will the corpses. In fact, this one looks like it's been chewed up a bit. Who's coming and eating the dead bodies? Oh, I forgot to check in on the spiders. They're all dead. And that jelly is free for the taking. Held in Chief, I know you're pretty rubbish at the things you do, but if you could be so kind, prioritize hauling that. Bit of a trek, and you're a bit frail, so it's going to take a while, but it's nighttime, and you excel at doing things at nighttime. As long as no new things appear there. He's going to be annoyed that he has to be awake during daytime, no doubt. But I want that sweet jelly dosh. Quickly now. What, you don't feel like grabbing the last one? Probably absolutely packed up with jelly there. Well, just better to get out of there before things get nasty. But 50 jelly at $8 each is pretty damn good. That's not jelly, Jake. Looks like jelly. My frail bones can't take no more, Captain. Jelly stored and used as food by oversized insects. It is smooth, rich, fulfills recreation for those who consume it. Because of its unique biological properties, it can nourish almost any creature and never rots. Great, I need to make sure that our paste thing ensures that we don't eat jelly. Maybe I'm just not seeing it here. Or is it a drug? It's not a drug. Chocolate hay, pebble pemmican. It's not a corpse. Ah, there it is, and it's already disallowed. I was looking straight at it. Watch the horse eat the jelly in winter. Oh yeah, that would be rubbish, wouldn't it? I just want to sell it, though. Wait, no, the horse isn't allowed indoors. And if it runs out of food, well, that's a shame for the horse. Oh, maybe it is a big shame for the horse. It's probably very hungry and has no access to food. Is that true? Is it able to eat this stuff? See, there's grass grown. And you eat grass, right? Vegetables, seeds, plants, meals, processed foods, liquor, and kibble. That could be a problem for you. And the fact that you have bonded with... Yeah, you have bond with Bunny, so if I slaughter you, Bunny is going to be very unhappy again. No kibble for you, huh? Dead horse, just make lasagna. I might have to kill the horse. It's up to the horse to feed itself. Plenty of space to find food. Plenty of space. It's your fault that you're not finding it. Can you plant hay? I did. It all died before it matured. Make kibble out of insect meat. Oh, I have plenty of meat, but I need animal products to make kibble out of. Make kibble requires 1 nutrition from... Wait a second. Maybe you don't need plants. Maybe it's good to have plants, but you don't need it. Never thought about that. Who's the best cook we have? That would be Aristocrat. Aristo, you gonna make that? No, no, because it does need animal plant products. Okay. Man, Bunny is going to flip when we kill Ilko. Let's see, normal statue. Who deserves a nicer place to sleep? Maybe Bunny, because they keep flipping. Wait, that's not Bunny at all. There you go, Bunny. Catharsis is good. 40 mood bonus. Yeah, depends what you're doing to get catharsis, though. We're in a boreal forest biome. H-roar. How do wild horses eat in the winter anyway? Or do they just migrate? There we go. Got some 100% grown brambles for you. Go eat those, Ilko. Stupid starving horse. Maybe it's not live enough for it to eat. Besides, it'll die of old age eventually anyway. Elden Chief, get to bed. Drowsy, hungry, unsightly. I know, I know. At least we got everything taken over to the generator. No, not everything. Still needs a lot more steel and all the components and all the work. People are taking ages to work on that. A fearful blueprint. Chief Exorus Huntsman of Hawk of Treaty of Gossencroy is requesting you build an monument to Honor's brother. 5 by 4 in size, requires these resources. I can make it out of wood, sandstone and steel. Must be completed within 14 days. And we'll get some Glitter World medicine. What one of it? Why would I even do that? I'm really struggling to think why I would do that. It would make things better between us and this tribe, right? Seems like a fool's errand. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of crappy deals lately. There, Bunny doesn't seem too unhappy right now. Pretty environment, rec room, bedroom, that's all helping, I suppose. And yes, the organs don't go bad. Wait, no, they go bad when they're outdoors. I shouldn't have organs here. What is organ under? Body parts. Yeah, let's not have body parts in there. In fact, maybe just don't have items in there. Since I mostly have them for the money, oh, you don't haul. Young. There we go, let's keep it good. Okay, I'd really like to trade with somebody, but we don't get a lot of traders. Maybe because of all the bad blood we have with most of the tribes. Well, it's not our fault, probably. Why have I still got sat here? I know I want to sell them off. Oh, I certainly want to sell them off. For some reason they still have resistance. Soon we'll have unlimited power on our hands. It's using up all the steel, but we do have that steel. Otherwise things are just fine. Another normal sculpture, and I think Heldon, who always seems to be unhappy these days, can have one, because he doesn't have one currently. He doesn't think much about his bedroom anyway. And that minor pain he always has thanks to his stabs to the leg. Ugh, frail. Why do we even still have Heldon? What's he good for? Yeah, he's been outclassed by Aristo in every way. Seems like everybody that goes down here gets cheesed off. How you doing, Ilko? Trivial malnourishment. I'm sorry, Bunny, but Ilko's gonna have to go. It's been nice having him around. You do it, though. Oh, she's gonna go ballistic. Mm-hmm. 20 days? 20 days? Come on, Bunny. It's a bleeding horse. Might have to chop Bunny's legs off to stop them from going on a rampage. Most animals you ever know you will outlive. You can't cry over every last one of them. It's like that song, Can't Hug Every Cat. Jesus, just pretty hard to deal with all of this stuff. Yeah, we could sedate her for weeks on end until she gets over losing her bonded animal, losing her family, all of that. That'd be a thing. You wake up from your coma, the doctor asks, "Are you still unhappy?" And you go, "Well, of course I am." And then you just immediately get put back under. Goodness, think of the muscular atrophy. It's been a long autumn and now we're only just into winter. It's not good for us. Not a lot of wildlife either to get some good good warmth off of. Unless I want to hunt the mega sloth. Which I don't, because it'll kill me. Yeah, parkas are getting more and more tempting. Because it's getting pretty cold. But if we make a parka, it has to be made out of stuff that we don't really have. Unless I make it out of patch leather, which is a bit... oof. It's a bit very... Chick's so scared about a dumb mega sloth. Because it'll rip us to shreds. We're not really in a position where we can handle multiple sick people or ripped apart people. Arista will go nuts and start ripping their limbs off. Dissecting everything they have. Oh, right. I don't really think these need to be hauled, Bunny. Then again, we're kind of low on slatey things, aren't we? Well, fair enough. You've convinced me. Thanks to high mood, Dark Young has experienced inspiration. She'll shoot more accurately. Oh, okay. Why? Utter beginner at shooting, but they'll be accurate. At least they're quite passionate about breaking those rocks apart. Royal Scent. Is this worth our time? It's been hard to find missions worth our time lately. What do the stars mean? Oh, ultimate challenge. You've learned of a way to escape the planet. The Orange Dominion will perform a customary visit and any count of his domain upon request. Invite him, satisfy his royal needs for 12 days, and all of you can ride the shuttle to the Imperial Flotilla. You may then join the Imperial Court or escape to a new life among the stars. Others will take the opportunity to try to kill the High Stellarch and will attack with great intensity. Could I bring him here and kill him then? He'll bring 4 of his personal guards and place them under your command. You must house each of these guards. Okay, will not complain if they're killed or unhappy. So, okay, we need a colonist with Count or Countess and a free bedroom. Well, I know that isn't happening anytime soon. Yeah, the royalty probably won't accept my raw meat paste. Hey, Bunny, come to the rec room. Check what Aristo's doing. Don't worry, we got some good meat off of that animal. fattened it up good. I definitely want hay, but forget heel roots. I need cotton as soon as it's a growing season. Hopefully we don't sow when it's not a growing season. Also, Bunny's been given horrible jobs just hauling rocks back and forth. You know, you're right. I think a horse leather hat might cheer up Bunny. And we haven't been making hats. I mean, I'd rather have Torkas given where we are here. But some nice bowler hats would be cool. And yeah, these can be made out of leather and only require 30. Sweet, use whatever we got and make some nice hats. Do it until we have 1 spare. Of at least 50 hit points, of course. And just dump it, who cares. Aristo's unreasonably happy. What happened? Well, Aristo doesn't mind that we banished a colonist, doesn't mind that we organ harvested, or the fact that they were the one doing the organ harvesting. So it's not that they're exceptionally happy, it's just they're not bothered by the things that other lesser people care about. Meanwhile, he doesn't expect a lot. He's got burning passion for researching, which he could do all day, every day. Recreation satisfied, comfortable. Even though he's sitting on a wooden stool, a normal wooden stool. I think Aristo likes it here. Maybe a flowery path can be planted or a shrubbery to cheer up that Sisyphean walk to and fro the boulders. No, I don't think so. Although maybe we could use the bones from the horse that we carved up to at least make a bit of a track in the ground. You know, I'm sure Bunny would appreciate it. May I please have a sculpting table in my room, Jake? Might help with my mood and things to do. A sculpting table in your room? Seems like an odd thing to want. Heat resistant doesn't seem useful for us in a cold place. Let's at least be able to make drugs. And you shouldn't want it in your room, because it's better to have it done here. I'm not sure I want your substandard art. Then again, I have a lot of wood. I might as well put it to use in some way, shape, or form. So what I could do is make a duplicate one of these. What might be an idea is to be able to grow plants indoors, but I think that's fairly advanced technology. Where does that actually come in? Is it microelectrics? I'm looking. Where's the one that lets you grow things indoors? Can't be this late on, can it? Whoa. I'm trying to remember what it's even called. It's just after electricity. Hydroponics, that's it. These are expensive to make, but at least I could actually grow some food in the long, cold dead of winter. Yeah, I've ran with greenhouses before. Space isn't really on our side, but we could always expand out. Still want to be able to use this when the weather is good. But, can you grow hay in the hydroponics? For some reason I feel like you can't. Should be able to grow cotton though. Heavens knows I need some cotton. And yes, they drink up energy like nobody's business, but that's what we have geothermal buildings for. Okay, that's a nay to the hay. Level 10 in construction, Brute. I'm expecting good chairs out of you. Normal seems acceptable. You can grow rice, which grows quickly for your horses to devour. Oh wait, we don't have a horse anymore, do we? You can't guilt trip me. We can always get another animal for Bunny to bond with. Alright, I think we should make some more sculptures, but we'll have them made out of wood this time, because wood is something we have plenty of. And just do it forever. Dark Young said a word about botched surgeries to Brute Queen. It's a little insensitive. Oh, the one hat we have is poor quality. It's made of fox fur at least, still though. Go put that on, Brute, so you're not so cold anymore. Good Lord, Helden, cheer up, Goth. Could you make some nice sculpture of the horse being slaughtered, perhaps? It certainly could. Not a lot stopping us. Alright, at least Brute Queen's really good at construction, so this should be a cinch, and we'll finally have unlimited energy. Come on, Brute. Keep it up. You're almost there. There we go. Infinite energy. That thing seldom breaks down, but it does break down. Let's not have... let's turn off the power switch for you. Same with you. Bunny. I know I'm forcing you to do things, but that's just how it is. And even with all that, we've got a good access in the power grid. Helden says, I want to fight Young. I want to see what my frail self can do when I break. Well, you have a gun. Dark Young doesn't. Although they are feeling so inspired with a shooting frenzy. Huh. Don't know why they're working on both the benches. Maybe this should be dedicated for only Brute Queen to use. I mean, Young will finish this off, no doubt. Jeez, Helden, what is wrong with you? Nothing, actually. You just need to cheer up. I think really it's Aristo that's turned a lot of this around. The ability to actually do research and have a good doctor around is wonderful. Bunny looks particularly unhappy. Plain leather bowling hat. No, this won't stand. Oh wait, I thought horses would give a specific kind of leather, but they don't. I was looking for horse leather, but maybe, just maybe, horses drop plain leather. Oh, I'd be very happy if that's the case. I think it's light leather, says Crip. Damn. Oh well, can't win them all. Let it go, Bunny. Okay, duck checks the wiki, and indeed the horses drop plain leather. So Bunny is actually wearing their bonded horse on their head. That's cute. Let's improve Bunny's mood with yet another statue. Funny how so much of this is just about building statues, statues, statues. It is not warm in here either, though. I almost certainly need more of these. More heaters. We can have them, so I might as well put them back there. After all, we have the power now. Is the generator safe in terms of roofing? There's not a lot of point to putting a roof on the geothermal generator. I mean, sure, lightning might strike it, but lightning might strike one of our ponds too. It's a shame Aristo's not the one getting the super mood. Imagine that if they become, I don't know, twice as good at researching for a while. The next thing they research, they will research instantly. That'll be swell. Yeah, wealth up and up. Feels like it has little reason to. Jeez, Bunny. You lose heat through walls. Yeah, some people have told me that you should double wall in the game. I'm just not seeing it. But there's a lot of things I just don't see in the game. I would rather build my walls out of something that isn't wood. But I also don't like the stones available to us. Slate, limestone, and sandstone, especially sandstone. I take it back actually. Building that up as a wall looks pretty good. Puts me in mind of Secret of Evermore for reasons unknown. The idea of a slate door makes me wince a bit, though. I don't know what you mean by NGL, but I'm aware of the flammable nature of our base, and if it all goes up in flames, too bad, but as long as we have our survivors, we can just pick up and head off somewhere else. This is more a story about Helden, Brute Queen, Bunny, Aristo, and Dark Young, and whatever two people we have join us down the line. Their lives, their deaths. It's not about this awesome base that we're putting together. Which is not awesome, and barely a base. Dark Young has decided that... why you keep starting all these fights, by the way? Maybe it's because you're a psychopath. But this is the second time you've started fighting, and there's a lot of blood going around already. You bit her foot. I'm still not sure it's fighting. Knives are out. The minigun is out. Bunny flagrantly disrespected Dark Young's intelligence. This drove Dark Young into a rage. She began a fight. NGL is an acronym to say you are hard-working, not gonna lay about and... What the... I don't understand at all. Okay, well, it's not like our... Jeez. It's not like our medicine's unlimited here. Kinda cute that they'll go and sleep next to each other, though. And there's Brute Queen cleaning up after them. Great, hydroponics are ours. Next up. I don't believe in batteries. Sterile materials require silver and steel, but you can make a good good hospital out of them. Takes a while though. Carpet would be nice if I could ever get... Oh, well, no, carpet will make a nice bit of flooring for the bedrooms to improve how good they are. What did you get? You got bit on your right middle finger, probably because you were giving it to Dark. You got punched in the right leg, bit on the left arm, bit on the torso, and punched on the torso. Dark Young received a bruise, a couple of bruises, one from the head and one from the fist on the torso. A cracked pelvis. And a bite on the foot. These two are monsters. Then again, who would you rather get seen to by? Mad Scientist Aristocrat or Brute Queen? Oh right, I think that's an old scar, isn't it? Isn't it? Otherwise it would be getting patched up. I dare say Young took the worst in that fight. Now they're being force-fed and as they're seen to. Pathetic. Oh, and look who's up and on the go getting back to work, Dark Young. It's not you. Bunny knows they've got to cut stone blocks for days. Oh, that's rather nice. A bearskin bowler hat. Alright, it's coming up for 11 PM. In the interest of not being at this all night, and I certainly could. I know things are going slow, but that's kind of how I'm enjoying this here, and that's how it will continue to be enjoyed. I'm going to cut the stream here. Tomorrow's my day off, and so is Tuesday, but there's a reasonable chance we're going to have more RimWorld during those 2 days in the evenings, because it's kind of what I want to do on my day off anyway. So we'll see what unfolds. I'll put it in the schedule if it's going to happen, but until our next stream, which at least will be the Dev Clash on Wednesday, from me it's a cheers and a cheerio.